Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dear Gracious Dube. If it is your first time, welcome, and if you're coming back, thank you so much for coming back. I'm a little bit nervous. Silly really. But yeah, it's my first time having like a sit down video, and I'm like sitting at a table, so it's a little serious. No, I'm kidding, it is not serious at all, but I am sitting down like at a table. I even poured myself like a little glass of something, just just to calm myself down and just ease into it. So yeah, welcome to my channel guys. I have a life update video. What I've noticed in the past is that even though I've uploaded videos, I feel like I haven't really gotten that personal with you guys, and so I just wanted to change that a little bit, let us get to know each other a little bit better on like a deeper level, just a little bit, just slowly but surely get more and more comfortable in front of the camera, just sharing a bit more of the personal side, because there's more to life than just hey, look at me, do this, do that, etc. So anyway, it's very hot. I think you guys are used to me saying that, but it's very hot lately in Joburg. I don't know actually what's happening, but anyway, we were complaining a few weeks ago about the rain, and now it's not raining anymore, not as much, but it's very, very hot. So anyway, so I'm looking down at my phone because I have the questions that you guys sent me. They're not a lot, in fact they're few, which I'm glad for, because sometimes questions can just get a little bit like, so yeah, this should be a nice short and sweet video. Although sometimes I do ramble, I feel like the intro has really been long, so maybe it will not be as sweet. I mean, it'll be sweet, but maybe it'll not be a short video. Let's see. So anyway, before I get to the questions, let me just tell you guys a little bit about myself. If you don't know, so my name is Dear Gracious. If you know me from like home, church, you may know me as QnA as well. That is my other name, but my first name is Dear Gracious. No, it is not a stage name, it is not a social media name, it is my actual name. What irritates me the most in this world is when people are like, really? Dear Gracious, that's your name? What kind of a name is that? Did your parents actually name you that? And I'm just like, sometimes you need to have tact in life. Like, if someone tells you a name just because you have never heard it before, or you think it's a little strange, like, just don't be like, don't pull a face, just, anyway. Yeah, I don't like when people like do that when I tell them my name. I know it's like different and unique, but yeah, I don't have to pull a face about it. I happen to really love my name, by the way, and I love that it's unique. But I think growing up, like, sometimes people would just give me like the weirdest, like, really, what kind of a name is that? And it just really put me off. But anyway, yes, my name is Dear Gracious. My other name is QnA, like I said. I'm 30 years old, soon to be 31. Actually, no, I'm not sad about it. It's life, it's a blessing to get older. I'm 30, soon to be 31. I stay in Joburg, in the Waterfall area to be exact. I moved in recently. This is my brand new apartment. And yeah, I'm just, what else can I say? Yeah, I just moved in recently. So a lot of the questions are actually about about my love life. A lot of the questions are about my engagement. So yeah, if you don't follow me on Instagram, you may not know that I recently got engaged, and as you can tell, I've been smiling from ear to ear since the beginning of this video. I'm very, very happy. I am engaged to my, I almost said boyfriend, I guess fiance now, to my fiance, and we've been together for a really long time. For like most of my 20s, I was with him, and I love him very much. And yeah, so I am engaged. We've been engaged for a few weeks now. We announced it on Valentine's Day. You guys should check out my Instagram channel. I mean, Instagram page. If you do not follow me, the video is there. It's a very cute little video. Basically, we did our formal announcement, and yes, I'm engaged. Let me get to the questions because a lot of them are similar. Let me start with this one. When is the wedding? I don't know. I don't know when the wedding is going to be. Honestly, I don't know when. We haven't actually figured it out yet. We haven't actually like properly sat down and discussed when are we actually going to do this. Are we going to have a, you know, Zulu slash, okay, he is Shona, by the way, but according to him and a lot of other Shona people, they don't really have a culture, as they say. They don't really have, I mean, they have a culture, but they don't really have like traditional things which they do, traditional attire, so to say, as part of like the Shona culture. So we will be following a lot of the Zulu traditional stuff because I am Zulu, and he's happy to do that. My parents obviously are both Zulu, so we're not a very like traditional family, but a lot of the things in our culture are important to us, so we will be doing a lot of the Zulu traditional things, and my partner is happy to do that. And so I don't know if we'll have like a Zulu traditional wedding or if we will have both. We'll definitely have a Zulu traditional wedding, but I don't know if we'll have both a Zulu traditional wedding and a white traditional wedding, just because, you know, to be honest with you, I've always like pictured myself in a white dress, but I think the older I've gotten and now that I'm actually engaged, I just feel like it's not that important to me to have a white traditional wedding. It's not that important to me. And when you consider the costs of getting married, okay, let me rather say the costs of having a wedding, it's so expensive. And when you get married like the Zulu way, and we're not even gonna follow every single custom, but there's so many things to pay for. There is ilobola, there is umembeso, there is Uma was telling me about some other things that we need to do after ilobola, to take groceries, you know, to like my husband's family, and buningi, and there's just a lot of things to pay for and to consider. And so I'm not sure that we will actually have a white traditional wedding. We might. So yeah, I cannot tell you when the wedding is. I do not know when is the wedding. So yeah, that answers that question. What is your vision for the wedding? Again, I can't really say what my vision is for the wedding, because to be honest, I know they say like every little girl, you know, grows up dreaming of being in a white dress, or dreaming of her big day. And for me, to be honest with you, I'm not like every little girl in that sense. I have not always dreamed of my big day. I have places, one wedding venue that I really love in Gauteng, if we do happen to get married here. And I really love, let me just say it, I really love Inimitable. I've been there a few times to do makeup. Oh, another thing, I am a makeup artist, if you guys didn't know. So yeah, I've been there a lot of times to do makeup for other brides. In fact, speaking of, like, I don't know how many bridal makeup apps I have done. I have done so many brides, and to think that now it's gonna be my turn very soon is actually kind of crazy. Not that I thought I would never get married. I definitely did believe that I would get married one day, but when I consider how many brides I've done, and it's just crazy. I've been to so many wedding venues, so I'm absolutely sure that Inimitable, if I was to get married in Joburg, I definitely want to get married in Inimitable. If it doesn't happen here, then I'm not too sure where we'll get married. So if you know Inimitable, maybe I'll insert a few pictures of how it looks like. That is the vision. I love the glass. I love like the industrial look. I love flowers. You guys may know this. I love flowers, so many flowers. I always thought I would do like many like white flowers, but I don't know, I think I'm kind of moving away from like the all white cream thing. I kind of find it dull and boring now. So, but not colorful. It would be like similar to this, but like a softer pink. The vision, I see myself in like more of a traditional wedding dress. So something with a long veil. And then in terms of like a Zulu traditional, all I see is my hat. All I see is my umbrella with lots and lots of money. Like I was telling my mom that my umbrella needs to have lots of money. My hat needs to have lots of money. But I definitely see myself like in a beaded dress, like lots and lots of beads. Very, very Zulu. I want something colorful. I don't want something, I just want to be colorful. And I envision myself like in a red beaded dress. And yeah, that's about as far as I've like thought. I haven't thought further than that. I'm really not sure. I really don't have much of a vision yet. I'm still working on it. So yeah, I hope that answers that question. And then the next question, we are taking like an off ramp now, is what did you study at school? So I studied different things at school, and I know this will shock a few of you, but yeah, I did actuarial science at school. I studied actuarial science in Wits. That didn't go so well, and then I went on to study mathematical sciences at UJ, and right now I am doing accounting, believe it or not. I know I am in like the beauty field. I do makeup, I love beauty, but I'm not studying. I did study makeup, by the way, but yeah, I did that. That was a short course. It was like a 6-month course, and now I'm doing accounting. I also did a course on individual lashes. I also did a course on individual lashes. I didn't finish it though. Well, I finished the course, but I didn't actually submit for grading, so I guess I didn't really finish it. And yeah, that is what I studied at school. How many sources of income do you have? I have two official sources of income. The first one is my makeup business, and the second, no, actually 3, I'm lying. So first it's my makeup business. That is my main source of income. I work quite a lot. Sometimes things are more quiet, but I work quite a lot. I know I'm more quiet on social media, but I do get quite busy, especially on the weekends, which is not always that great, because obviously weekends you want to spend time with your family, your friends, partner, etc. But yeah, so I work quite a lot. I'm able to make like a decent living off of my makeup, and then I also sell head wraps. Even though it's been a bit quiet the past few weeks, I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do with that business, because to be honest with you, I'm finding that I'm kind of struggling a little bit in terms of like pushing it, just because it's not really something that I'm passionate about, to be honest. It's something which was a lifeline for me in 2020 when I had like 0 work. Before I got a job at the SABC doing makeup there for a show, but like I had no work at all, and so I just saw a gap and I took it, and I was selling hair wraps, and it did so well. And for those like 6 months after that, I pushed still, and I still am, but it's not really something which I'm passionate about. So I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do with that business, but it is my second source of income. And then content creation is my third source of income. I work with brands here and there, not a lot, but I'm hoping that's going to change this year. So yeah, I have 3 sources of income. I think what I can say is, if you can, try your best to have more than 1 source of income. It's just, life is so unpredictable. You don't want to like, yeah, life is unpredictable. If I only had the makeup, which is actually what I only had in 2020, because also like content creation work was not that much, especially during the time we were like in a hard lockdown. I just had the makeup, and my savings ran out very, very quickly. And so from there I learned a very hard lesson that you need to try and have more than 1 source of income. No one's job is secure, guys. Like, I don't care what you do, but like, you just cannot feel like you are that sure in what you're doing. Try as much as possible if you can. I know some people cannot, some people don't have the time, or maybe they're just struggling in whichever other way, but if you can, try and get a second source of income. A lot of the times you'll find that that hobby that you like doing can turn into something that can actually make you money, which is what happened for me. I just used to like, you know, sharing on my natural hair, how I take care of it, etc. And then I just started, you know, attracting brands, and then I just took it from there. how is the business going so far? Anything you would do differently? I'm not sure which business she's talking about, but in terms of makeup, makeup business is going well. I've been doing this for quite a while, for like over 4 years. Anything I would do differently, I really need to be more active on social media. I'm really just trying to, you know, push more of the makeup content, even with my clients. A lot of the times I'll take videos and pictures of them, but then I never post them. So I'm trying to do better in that aspect, because really, if you want to grow in the beauty industry, you need to be like active on social media. That is the best way to do it. You just need to find, even if maybe you don't want to commit to YouTube and Instagram and pick one. You know, if it's TikTok, pick TikTok. If it's Instagram, pick Instagram. Start there, because it can get very overwhelming. So you can start with Instagram. Instagram I find is the best, although TikTok is growing. But like, yeah, do Instagram. Instagram is a very like visual app, and so because obviously beauty is the visuals, so post pictures, post videos, you know, just to get into the beauty. And that's one thing that I really want to change this year. I want to post more makeup videos, more beauty videos. Okay, next question. How have you been navigating your 30s? Any lifestyle changes? Guys, I have gained weight. Like, okay, fine. I started gaining weight before I turned 30. But I just find that now that I'm 30, the weight gain is just, I can just have like a bad week of eating unhealthy and I gain weight so easily now. Right now, I've gained weight again. I managed to lose weight like towards the end of last year, got into December, you know, I was like good, and then I gained weight in December. And it's just, it's not like in your 20s where I've been, by the way, now I'm like medium size, I think, but I've been skinny like most of my 20s. I was very, very skinny. I was very slender, and I didn't realize it then. But looking back at my pictures now, I'm like, damn, girl, you are actually quite slender. So yeah, now that I'm in my 30s, I just gain weight very easily, and a lot of it goes to my gut. So a lot of it goes to like my midsection, and so it's just the weight gain is intense, and you know what they say about like women who are in their 30s, what they can say about women in their 40s, I'm not sure, but they usually say like when you get to your 30s, like things are just different, you know, like sexually. And what I mean by that is just like, yeah, I don't know if I should say this, but like, yeah, everything just feels better. Let me just say that, like, things feel better. It feels so much better than it did in my 20s, let me just say that. I think if you're still like feeling, if you're still in your 20s, not that it's true for everyone, but I find that a lot of people, when they're like in their 30s, from what I've heard, they get a lot more confident. And now I've experienced it too. The older you get, don't worry, you're gonna feel so much better about yourself. And also when you're like younger in your 20s, you have a lot more issues. You know, you're still trying to find yourself financially. Like, I'm just so much better. Last year I had a much better year than I've had in years. I was so much happier. Yes, there were the downs, but like financially I did so much better. Now, you know, I have like, I moved into my own place. Just things get better in your 30s. I mean, I'm only 30, I'm turning 31 soon, but so far so good is what I can say. Hey, anything on your luxury wish list for 2022? This is a good one. I don't really have a wish list, so to say. There's a few things that I really want. I really want the, I think they call the Bomb Dia slide / sandal from LV. Guys, I really love that sandal. I really love that sandal. I never ever thought I would be the person to buy a shoe, a luxury shoe, especially a sandal, maybe a sneakers better. I just feel like it will wear very quickly, which it probably might, I don't know, but I really love that sandal. It's quite pricey, so I was even thinking maybe I should get like the Gucci sandal instead, the thong one with the GG, but I really love the LV one, so I'm not sure yet. So my battery died, sorry about that, and I think the lighting has changed because I've now put on my ring light. because it's a bit darker now. I think it wants to rain actually. So anyway, let's finish off these questions. I think I've been at it for quite a while now. Oh yeah, so I was busy answering the question on the luxury wish list, and like I said, I don't really cover luxury like that. But while my battery was gone, while my battery was charging, I did think up of a few things, because I think on the spot I'd forgotten some of the things that I really want to get. So yeah, my wish list is basically things which are attainable to me. I don't really have things on my wish list. I don't really have a wish list, to be fair. But I don't really have things on there which are not attainable, things which I know I definitely cannot afford, or I definitely am not willing to spend that amount of money on. So for like an example, I won't like have a Birkin, you know, on there, or a Kelly, or you know, something ridiculous. Like I don't have like a Chanel bag on my wish list. This is what I have. I have this Jacquemus. Is it Jacquemus? I'm not sure how to pronounce these. So if I mispronounce it, please forgive me. But I have like the I think it's called the La Chiquita, the small white one, but the longer one. I think it's so beautiful. I really, really want that. I think I want that for my birthday. But I just haven't like committed to like actually doing it. And then I really want the Alma. Alma BB. I really want the Bomb Deer sandal, like I said. I really want the Dionysus, the Gucci one, the gray. I just feel like it's so beautiful. That gray Gucci, not the gray one and the black leather one. And as much as I feel like the Neverfull is so extremely overpriced now, I still really do want the Neverfull. But I'm going to look out for it in the pre-love market. And then I really like the Gucci sneakers. Those are written Gucci on the side. I just think they're so beautiful. And I also like the LV sneakers. I'll put a picture up, but I don't know the name of them. And then, like I said, a little LV scarf. Yeah, the small little ones. I don't like the big scarves, the small little ones. It's not actually called a scarf, but I'll put the name on the screen if I can find it. So yeah, that's on my wish list. How are you managing your finances, and can you afford life's luxuries? I definitely can afford some of life's little luxuries. You know, luxuries, like it's different for everyone. For some people, luxury is just having a roof over your head and being able to keep your family safe. Some people, that is a luxury. And I think, because if you think of it this way, a lot of people actually don't have that luxury or don't have that privilege. So for some people, that is a luxury. For me, there are some things, obviously, I'm privileged enough to have a roof over my head, and that in itself is a luxury, to be fair. But how I managed to afford some of life's other luxuries, you know, little getaways, you know, a cute little luxury sunglass or a perfume or whatever, is that basically I just take it out of my salary. If I'm having a month where I didn't have a lot of expenses, I will just take from there and I will buy it. And to be fair, sometimes I do use my credit card. I know it's not good, but sometimes I will use my credit card and then I'll pay it back, you know, whether it's over 1 month or 2 months. But sometimes I'll just walk past, maybe like a sunglass hat. I'll see shades that I really, really like, and I don't quite maybe have the full amount, so I'll just use my credit card and then I will just pay it back at the end of the month. And this is only for someone, guys, by the way, I do not endorse using your credit card. This is for someone who is disciplined. If you know that you have a steady income and that you can pay it back, and that's why I do this, because I know that I'm not gonna not be able to pay it back. I know I'll be able to pay it back in a month or 2, and that's why I do it. Else I do not recommend it, and I don't do it for large purchases. So like some glasses are like, you know, 3-4K. That's something which I can handle. I'll do it for that. But like last year, with my my LV bag, I did save, and also I used some money which I got for my birthday as well in order to buy that bag. So credit card, don't do it, but I do it sometimes. I love you, Koti. Thank you so much. How's work? How's the new place? I did say how work is. Work is good. The new place, I love the new place. I moved into a 2-bedroom apartment in the Waterfall area. I love it so much. I love my new kitchen. It's so pretty. Why am I singing? But yeah, I love my new kitchen. It's pretty. It's 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom. So I'm using the 1 bedroom as like a study slash beauty room. I'm still trying to get it done. So when I have clients, sometimes they come to me, and I'm very, very happy in the new place. How we met at church. How long we've been dating? 7+ years. Ups and downs with your fiance, only if you're open to share. I won't go into details, but yes, we have had our downs. More recently last year, actually in the middle of the year, we did have a big down. We're actually separated for a bit, more than a bit, but like we were separated for a while. So we've had our downs, okay? We've had many ups. We've been together for a long time, like I said, but we have had our downs. Things are not always rosy, but we're fortunate enough that we're able to find our way back to each other, and I'm very, very grateful for that. So yeah, I won't share the downs because he's not here to share his side of the story, but yes, we have had our downs as well. Hi dear, I love your content. How did you know your boyfriend was the one? How did I know he was the one? Yo, this is a good one. I think, you know, honestly, for me, like my fiance, he is home to me. He feels like home. When I'm out and I've had a long, tiring day, like I look forward to coming back home. I look forward to coming back to him, okay? We don't live together, but like I'd go to his place, sometimes he'd come to my place, and I would look forward to that because I know that he's my comfort. So especially on the weekends, I work very hard, I work long hours, I'm on the road a lot, and I just look forward to going back to him. So for me, he feels like home, and he is home outside of a structure, outside of the home that I grew up in. He is my home. He has been for years, and I think there's definitely been times where I felt like maybe I was doubtful. Like I said, we've had our downs as well, but out of all of the doubts, he has constantly reassured me, and his actions more than his words reassure me that he absolutely loves me. He's very, very thoughtful. So if I need something, you know, for business, he's like my #1 encourager, my #1 supporter. He's just, I don't even know, he's just my peace. He is my peace. And when I think of the one person in this world outside of my parents that I can rely on, it's him. I know that if I call him, if I need anything, I know that he will go out of his way. He will try his best to give it to me. And like I said, that's how I know that he's the one. You know, I just feel a great sense of peace when I'm with him. I feel a great sense of love and just the comfort, you know, like I just feel very, very, very safe with him. And that's why it just makes sense. That's why I can't actually picture myself spending the rest of my life with anyone else. Yeah. And yeah, it just feels great, to be honest with you. It feels great. I'm happy, I'm in love. That's the biggest life update, really. I'm engaged. I'm engaged. I'm happy. You know, got a new apartment. Work is going well. I'm feeling very positive. Like I said, I have literally the love of my life beside me, and yeah, that is it for this life update. That's the biggest thing, really. If I've got anything else, you're welcome to ask me in the questions below. Oh goodness, there were some questions on YouTube. So, how old are you? I'm 30. Am I working full-time? I am a full-time makeup artist, but I work freelancing, so it's not a 9 to 5, you know. You're so beautiful. How long have you been together with this special someone? I did answer that. How is relaxed hair? Relaxed hair is stressful. Relaxed hair is it's stressful because it breaks, guys. Like natural hair, natural hair. I think maybe it's because I really I spend time taking care of my natural hair. Also, it's just a lot stronger because obviously there's no chemicals. My ex hair breaks a lot, and so it's stressful in that sense. It really does break a lot. Also, my hair grows quickly, so I find that I get like the two textures very quickly, which stresses me out because then I just feel like it makes the hair break even quicker. So the rest that I've been enjoying the ease. I don't think about it as much, but also it stresses me out because it breaks a lot. How is your overall experience of getting and living in your own space away from home? It's been now over 2 years since I've been away from home. This is my 3rd year, although in varsity I did live away from home as well. That was different though because my parents were still, you know, taking care of me. Now I am 100% independent. So the part that sucks, of course, are the bills. That's the only thing really, the bills. And this is my first time living alone, but my fiance is here a lot, so I haven't really felt like I live alone. And in the past years I've been living with my sister and my cousin. The overall experience of having your own place is great, like the peace of mind, the freedom, you come and go as you please. You can do what you want, you know, there's no one there to tell you like, you know, come home there, don't come home there, don't do this, don't do that, wash the dishes now. You know, I wash the dishes when I want to wash the dishes, like I clean when I want to clean. But so the only downside are the bills, guys. It's the bills, like it's a lot, like adulting is expensive, like and it can be stressful sometimes, like making sure that you always have rent money, especially when you don't have like a 9 to 5 like me. What advice would you give to YouTube beginners? Whew. I don't know if I'm the most qualified person to give advice because I am probably the most inconsistent YouTuber that I know. That is going to change this year, but like last year I think I only uploaded like 6 or 7 videos. That's how bad I am. So advice is be consistent. I find that every time I upload videos, I get subscribers. So if you want to grow, be consistent. And now there are a lot of YouTubers. When I joined, there were a lot of YouTubers, but don't let that discourage you. I think try to think of ways that you can be unique. So if you want to do beauty, how can you be unique? How can you present it differently? It doesn't have to be way out of the box, but like try and see in your personality what's different about you. How can you present it maybe from a fresh angle, you know? So try and be unique, try and be different, be consistent, take your audience seriously, you know, keep your promises. One person does not keep her promises, but that's the old me, you know. Now I am different. I will definitely keep my promises here on YouTube, but like let people know that you are dependable, that you are serious about your content as well. And I don't mean that you must put like high quality, but like put the time and effort into the content that you put out. Make it be something that you're proud of. You don't need to have the best camera for this, but like just think about the content before you just put it out. Spend time editing it. Make sure you put out good work, you know, work that you can be proud of, and work that other people, that you would want to watch as well. So if you wouldn't want to watch someone else putting out the content that you're putting, how can you expect other people to watch you, if you get what I mean? So yeah, I think it's just that put out quality content. And the more you do it, the better you'll get as well. Be consistent and just start. Yeah, just start. That's the best advice I can give. Just start. You will figure it out along the way. Your audience will grow with you. You can't expect to be as good as someone with 100,000 subscribers, someone who's been doing it for 5 years, you know, if you just started. So don't be hard on yourself. Just start. Try to be unique. Be consistent. And yeah, and I think there's other questions here, but it's all kind of like a repetition. I've already answered. I don't want this video to be too long, but it might be. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for the questions. I'll see you guys very, very soon. The next video is gonna be, let me not say what it's gonna be, but please look out for it. I think you guys will really enjoy it. I'm really excited for this coming weekend. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. And yeah, I think that will be the next video, so make sure to do subscribe if you haven't, and look out for my next video. It should be an exciting one, and thank you so much for tuning in. Bye.